Hey everyone, Combo here, back with another Empires and Puzzles video, and today we are in the very first Skyfire war. That's right, our first war with dragons involved. You all know the drill. I'm going to feature my 6 war flags with commentary explaining the teams I bring against my opponents and my tile movement throughout. Real quick before we get started, if you do enjoy this video or find it helpful, hit that like button, make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and turn that notification bell on so you can be alerted of when I drop new content. And I've mentioned it in videos before, but if you are looking for a new alliance, I am part of a family of alliances. We have 13 total alliances, believe it or not, ranging from brand new alliances if you just joined the game. We have other trainer and mid-level alliance. We have a lot of competitive alliances. My alliance is currently full, but we do have a couple other competitive ones, including Guardians of the Deep, where we're looking for 4 members to get full. If you are looking for another alliance where Wars and Titans and stuff like that are mandatory, then hit me up on the Line app. My contact information is in the description of this video. Without further ado, let's get into my 6 war flags. With my first flag, I'm bringing a Toon team against this Fergus tank team. They've also got Kolya, Astrid, this red slime hero Charmion, and Armand Moncharmin. I've got Richard, Magni, Vivica, Leonidas, and Marjana, and I do have a dragon which is yellow and which is a monk class, which will help boost Leonidas a little bit, and a Vivica as well. And let's see how this first flag here goes. All right, decent board for yellows to start. I want to start off with these yellows up against Astrid, I believe, because of the one on the left that I don't want to get stuck out there. Actually, you know what? We've got a better option with the yellows and greens together. That way we can get some extra tiles on the board. We got a lot of purples that I don't need, although we did get a red cascade. I will take that, especially with Marjana activating in 7 tiles. Now, I want to match these 3 yellows up top. And then I'm going to hit this purple diamond. That is going to create a cascade with the yellows on the right. That's going to give me Leonidas. Nice cascade of blues. And obviously we want to take out Astrid first, the reviver, so let's hit her with Leonidas. And then I'm going to match these reds, which is going to set a cascade of blues underneath. And let's hit Astrid with Marjana. And then I'm going to match these 4 reds up top here. Let's heal with Vivica, use my dragon. Not a lot of damage. All right, let's use Magni on Astrid. And Astrid is almost dead. Let's match this red diamond over here. Don't set off Astrid. And of course, Marjana did not resist the instant mana reduction. And their dragon just went off and healed some people. Let's actually now match these 4 blues up against Astrid. This should kill her. And it did. Awesome. I want to now hit this red diamond, I think. That's gonna create a cascade of yellows. And hopefully some more stuff. And Leonidas and Magni both resisted Charmion's goo effect, which is good. Now, I need to get rid of Fergus. Let's get rid of Fergus because I've got the Toons who will mostly resist Armand Moncharmin's Mega Minion. Actually, you know what? Let's get rid of Armand's Mega Minion. That is more likely to be damaging to me than the mana reduction and mana ailment from Fergus. And Armand's Mega Minion's already dead. Cool. Alright, let's match these 3 blues up top here now. And even though Magni, or rather Richard, is a 3-hitter, I'm going to use the main part on Fergus, although I'm going to wait for him to get a full Mega Minion, I think, since his special is about to go off. So let's just match these 3 greens right here, which should set off Fergus. And please do not reduce the mana of Richard and Magni. And of course, both of them got their mana reduced. Awesome. Alright. Let's hit this purple diamond. That's going to set a cascade of the yellows and hopefully some more stuff. We did get 4 yellows. I really need Vivica to not die. I'm going to match these 3 blues here. I can match some more blues next turn. Vivica is not doing so hot over here. I'm going to match these 4 blues because I think Vivica is about to die anyway. We got our dragon, who is not going to do much damage, probably. I am not liking where this battle is going, unfortunately. Let's match these 3 purples up against Fergus, hoping I get some blues. I did get a yellow. Armand's going off again. The dragon's healing them again. Don't set off Fergus, please. Can we kill Fergus with Marjana? We did not, but Fergus has 239 health left. I think the 3 yellows might be able to kill him. We are going to try. And we did. Wow. All right. Well, at least we're going to set up a decent clean for somebody. At this point right now, I am going to probably hit this red diamond and see what kind of damage we can do against everybody. It's going to set off a little bit of a cascade with the greens and the blues, but Marjana's going to die once Kolya goes off right now anyway. Or maybe not. Mega Minion killed her anyway. Alright, well, we are 0 for 1 to start. At least we gave a manageable clean to... With my next flag, we're going to go up against the Nautica tank team, but they've got Bernadette at the flank. They've also got Astrid, they've got Archibald, and Tundomicia. I've got 3 heroes, actually 4 heroes, that will counter Bernadette's special with Oniwakamaru with the Undispel Taunt, Lord Loki, who will copy her special, Damon, who can make it so that one hero or enemy cannot give any status effects, and then I've got Medea with the Shifting Mindless attack. Hopefully this second battle goes better than the first. All right. Not a terrible board, but not the greatest. I'm going to start off with these 4 blues on the top right up against Domitia. Oniwakamaru activates in just 5 tiles. So between that 4 match and then if I want, I can hit the blue dragon to give me Oniwakamaru's special. I am going to hold off on doing that for now, I think, though. Let's match these 3 reds on the bottom left. And I'm going to match these yellows, setting a cascade of greens, which is going to give me reds right after. If Nautica goes off, it's not going to be enough to set off Bernadette, so I'm not that worried right now. And now I want to use Damon on Bernadette. Let's match these 3 purples up against Nautica. And then the next turn, I think I'm probably going to hit that blue dragon, although we're getting a little bit of cascades. But this blue dragon is going to give me both Oni Wakamaru and Diachan, which I need to heal right now. Alright, so let's heal. And I want to use the shifting mindless attack from Medea, probably on Bernadette, actually. That way I don't get any of the damage at all. And I'm going to probably use Oni Wakamaru right now. That's going to make it so that the hit from Domitia hits him. So let's do that. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to hold off. I'm going to match these 3 blues, which I need 1 more blue tile to get Lord Loki special. And she ended up hitting, or he ended up dodging it, so that works out. Nautica's about to go off right now anyway, so I want to match these yellows to set a cascade of reds into him. Give me a blue in the bottom. Perfect. It's going to give me Lord Loki. I'm hoping that Astrid does not get her special before Lord Loki goes off. I'm going to use Oni Wakamaru right now because Archibald's about to go off. Alright, so now let's use Lord Loki to steal or copy Bernadette's special. Everybody gets turned into a painting except Domitia. Perfect. Now I need to kill this Mega Minion before it continues to do damage against me. And I need to heal. So let's actually hit this green dragon. Nice cascading, and I got another purple and some more blues. Killed Nautica, cool. I'm gonna use my dragon. Hopefully Lord Loki stays alive. A little bit of healing. And I'm gonna match these purples on the bottom here. Hopefully the bleed damage doesn't kill Lord Loki or any of those extra hits from anybody. Heal with Diachan. I'm going to ghost these red tiles up the middle. It's going to give me Damon's special. I'm going to move up this purple tile here. That way I can ghost at least one of them. I think I want to wait a turn or two to use Damon on Bernadette. Let's match these 3 purples right now. No crazy cascades, please. Thank you. Now let's use Damon on Bernadette. I don't want to use Medea because I'm about to get Lord Loki and I want to copy her special again. And I cannot copy it while she has the shifting mindless attack, so we're going to hold on to that for a moment. Stay alive, Lord Loki. Alright, let's copy Bernadette's special. We need to kill Astrid over there. I'm going to tile dump with this red diamond first, actually, and then I'll use the yellow diamond probably next turn. I'm going to hold on to Damon in case if I need him in a bit. I am going to use Damon on Bernadette in case if there's a crazy cascade. I'm going to use purple up against her. Everybody stay alive, please, especially Loki. Alright, let's copy Bernadette's special again. And see if we can kill Astrid. I'm going to ghost a couple purple tiles, that way I can heal with Dia-chan. And let's use Medea over here. Timer is running, but I feel pretty good about having enough time to take care of business the rest of this match. Nice cascade with the purples. And this match should be over. Just kidding, she evaded. And she evaded again. Is she gonna evade another time? No, not that time. All right. We are now 1 for 2 at this Skyfire war. For my third flag, I'm going to bring Dia-chan, Medea, Von Rothbart, Rosalind, and Shimmerscale against this Ixen tank team. I've got Medea, who can cast a Shifting Miles attack, Von Rothbart with that dancing effect, although I'm probably going to use that on Astrid first because it only will last 1 turn, and it's going to be an extra 1700 damage for her. I've got Shimmerscale as another attacker with the Mega Minion, Rosalind, who has one of those Mega Minions who safely cleanses, and let's see how this third flag here goes. All right, decent amount of purples and yellows. Actually, I'm going to start off with this 3 yellows horizontally. That's going to set up a purple diamond for me to match, so long as we don't get any cascades, although that wasn't terrible. Let's match this here. That's going to give me all my purples, and before Illness went off, I think that's their name, Illness or Ixen. I'm getting Salness and Ixen mixed up. All right, let's first heal with Dia-chan and give me some minions. And then I'm going to hit the 3 here in the middle with Medea. In case if it doesn't kill Ixen, we're going to hit Ixen with the main part so that they get the Shifting Miles attack. Perfect. Let's hit Astrid with Von Rothbart. Again, that's just going to end after 1 turn, but that's okay. That way it gives Astrid that extra 1700 damage. Now, let's do a little tile dumping here. I want to match these blues over here with the greens. It's going to set off a purple diamond, which doesn't really help me other than killing Ixen, but that's okay. Let's use our purple dragon now. That was a decent amount of damage. I'll take it. We might be able to kill Astrid between that yellow tile and the fire damage that's about to happen. Not quite. Let's ghost some tiles, although we got some blue tiles up against. region, which is not ideal because I don't have my Mega Minion to safely cleanse yet from Rosalind. Alright, let's match something that's not going to set a crazy cascade against Astrid. Let's just match these 3 yellows here in the middle, I think. Yeah. That's at least going to give me both of my yellows. And we should be able to kill Astrid right now and maybe even Regen. Almost. I want to move up this blue dragon. That's going to set a cascade of the blues underneath. Alright. Didn't really get too much of what I was looking for. Alright, so both Regen and are both going to go off. So let's do some tile dumping here. I am going to hit this green diamond. Nice purple cascade. And Regen is dead from the Mega Minion hit. Awesome. Let's use Dia-chan. And then let's match these tiles over here. Is dead. And we just need to kill Sartana, and she is dead as well. That battle went very smooth. We are now 2 for 3. With my 4th flag, I'm going to bring Grimsteel, Nautica, Sable, Gestalt, and Bernadette against this Glass Richard tank team. They've also got Bernadette and Pepperflame on the flanks, Glass Sartana and Fungustine on the wings. The plan is to use these blue heroes as our support heroes, Grimsteel for the attack growth and defense growth, and then Nautica for the extra healing and instant mana for Grimsteel and Bernadette. So if I can get Bernadette going, even if Glass Richard reflects it back to her, honestly, that's okay. I really just want to neutralize their Bernadette and then be able to use the tiles and Gestalt as well against her. And I got like no blues to start. Awesome. All right. Guess we need to do some tile dumping up against Richard. I'm going to start off with the yellows vertically. It's going to set a cascade of reds. It's also going to make it so that I can match some blues next turn. And we got some more reds as well. I'm debating on holding off on matching the blues. Nah, I think I am going to do it. It's going to set off a cascade of yellows underneath, and we got some more reds. Alright, let's use Gestalt. Being careful about matching those blues up against Bernadette. Let's hit this purple diamond. Hopefully we get some blues somewhere in here. We did get some. And this is going to work out perfect. We have a blue diamond we can match. And 3 other blue tiles. Let's match the 3 up against Pepperflame first. I am going to use Sable, and then we're going to hit this blue diamond, or match this blue diamond. Everybody stay alive. Alright, let's use Grimsteel first. And then we're going to use Nautica. And Bernadette is blinded for 1 more turn. So I'm going to wait to use her for 1 more turn. Let's match these 3 yellows, setting a little cascade of reds underneath. Now let's use Bernadette. Now, the blue diamond does not give me Nautica's special. It would give me Grimsteel, but not Nautica, so I'm just going to match these 3 blues in the bottom, I think. Actually, no. Let's match these greens on the top right so I can match the reds, although we got a cascade of blues. That'll work. All right, let's use our dragon here and then our blue diamond, which should give me both Grimsteel and Nautica. Perfect. And Richard is dead. Let's use Grimsteel first. And then Nautica. And then I'm going to match these 3 blues on the bottom. I'm going to wait to use Gestalt until he's not blinded anymore. Pepper Flame's dead. Awesome. And Gestalt is not blinded anymore, so let's use him and see where he ends up going. Bernadette is dead. Perfect. This battle's pretty much over now that Bernadette is dead, and we've got my Bernadette and Gestalt specials. Let's just use Gestalt. His cubes will definitely end the battle here, and we are now 3 for 4. With my 5th flag, I'm going to bring Grovert to give some Mega Fiends. I've got Fungustine as a healer, Astrid as another healer and reviver, Azuj to give some minions to myself. He will give some fiends to everybody else as well. And then Kolya, who will attack all and give me one of those Mega Minions that safely cleanses each turn, which I'm going to need for Quarry because of that water damage that he deals, and then all of the other effects that their enemies are going to give as well, including Santa Pimenter with that Moth Dust. And Kolya's Mega Minion is one of the ones that safely cleanses every single turn, so I won't have to worry about any after effects as well. They've also got Diachan, Santa Pimenter, of course. They've got Archibald and then Frostsnout as well. Let's see how this 5th flag here goes. So Grovert activates in 7 tiles for his first special and then 6 tiles afterwards because he gives himself 20% mana. So if I can create a 4 match of greens, then that is ideal. I'm going to start off with these purples in the middle horizontally with the cascade of yellows. Hopefully I get a blue to match up, which will move a green tile up, and it did happen. That was crazy. I will take it. Let's match these 4 blues, or 4 greens rather, against Frostsnout. I swear I record and give commentary in live time. I do not do recordings of voiceovers afterwards. So definitely love it when I can predict some tiles like that, though. Anyway, let's match these 3 yellows up against Quarry now. Now I'm going to match these 3 yellows up top over here. Alright, let's use Zhuzhliang to give myself some minions and some fiends for everybody. And then I'm going to use Astrid to heal, and she's going to give everybody that 20% chance to drop damage down to 1. Move these green tiles up so I can match them for Grovert and Fungustine and Kolya as well, obviously. Next turn. Frostsnout is about to go off, so I think I'm going to wait until he does for me to use Grovert. So for now, I think I want to actually, I can set a cascade of getting some greens right away pretty much. So I think I actually want to put this Mega Fiend on maybe Quarry in the middle here. Yes. That is indeed what I want to do, and we'll match these reds over here to move up the greens. And Quarry might be dead from that Mega Fiend in the next turn or 2 from the damage. And Kolya is going to be going off right now also. Quarry is dead from the counterattack. Awesome. Let's use Fungustine and Kolya now. I'm I'm going to match these blues to set off a little cascade of purples underneath, and we got some more green, so I can add another Mega Fiend to somebody. Let's put this on Frost Snout, I think. And I've got my dragon here as well. Let's ghost these tiles in the middle. Was hoping for another green up there. I'm going to match these reds up top, which is going to move up the yellow so I can match some yellows next turn, or we could get a cascade of yellow. I'll take that too. And we got another yellow in the right spot. All right, let's match these yellows here. And Frost Snout is dead. Perfect. Let's use Astrid first, and then Zooge. Ghost these tiles up the middle. Hopefully we get a green. No green. Let's hit this green or purple dragon. And maybe we'll get a green in the middle there. No green. Gonna match these 3 yellows here. Let's match these reds up the middle here. Can't get a green. I am going to match these reds up against Archibald, I think. Actually, let's hit this, or create this purple diamond, or blue diamond rather. I'm going to hit this blue diamond. Nice cascade. I got some yellows. Perfect. That's going to give me Astrid and Zooge again. So let's use them, and then let's match some green tiles. That way I can get another Mega Fiend. And I'm going to put that on Grovert. Let's hit this yellow diamond, which is going to give me my yellow specials again. We're going to have a green diamond we can match next turn. Awesome. Archibald is dead. We've got another Mega Fiend we can give, so obviously that's going to go on to Diachan. Let's use our green dragon, hit this green diamond. And this battle is going to be over very shortly once this Mega Fiend continues doing damage. And my Mega Minion, awesome. We are now 4 for 5, 1 match left. With my last flag, we're going to go up against this Changey tank team. They've also got Astrid, Mina, Obicon, and Regen. I've got 3 yellows with Silverpaw, who will cast that Everlasting Greed, Sludges for a healer, and the Dancing Effect, which is only going to last 1 turn. I've got Iga, who will give me the Fiends, and then Mina, who will give me those Flying Discs for him and nearby allies, and then Bramble as another healer. Let's see how this last flag here goes. Decent board for greens. I will take it. I'm going to start off with these 3 purples on the top right. That's going to set a cascade of greens for 4 of them. And a yellow diamond. I will take it. We've already got Iga's first charge. I'm going to wait to use that. Let's match these yellows and create a cascade with the purples and greens, and Changey's probably already going to be dead. Awesome. We've still only got the first charge for Iga. I want to hit this green dragon, I think. That's going to give me Bramble and Mina. It's also going to set off that red diamond, obviously. Did not want to cascade to hit Legion and Obakan, but that's okay. At least Bramble safely cleanses, so we can heal and safely cleanse all of our ailments. I'm considering just using Iga on Astrid right now. You know what? I am going to. And then I'm going to hit that yellow diamond, because I don't have any yellow tiles that I can match right away. And at least I'll get Iga's special again in a moment when I hit this yellow diamond, which is going to set off a cascade of some purples and probably some more stuff. Yeah, that was quite a cascade. So now we've got Iga's ×2 charge. Let's put these over on the two on the left. I'm going to give the Everlasting Greed to Regen. Let's heal with Sludges. Use our Yellow Dragon. And let's match some green tiles and probably kill Obakan. Not quite. Obakan is now dead. Let's use Mina over here on the left. Don't want to do anything stupid and have a crazy cascade that sets off Astrid and she heals the entire team like what almost just happened. But one of those fiends should be exploding right now and killing Astrid. Awesome. And let's just go some tiles and kill off Regen. This was a pretty passive team, but it worked out really well for me. Mina really was the only attacker, honestly, and then with Iga with his fiends. So we ended up going 5 for 6. Right now we have 2458 points with 97 flags. They have 1768 with 118 flags. So definitely way too early to call this war at this point right now. We've got 11 hours left. And I mentioned earlier in the video, if you are looking for a new alliance, I am part of a family of alliances called the Guardians family of alliances. We have 13 total alliances. We've got alliances for brand new people who just joined the game. We have alliances that are just a step up above that. In our trading alliances, we've got mid-level alliances. We've got competitive alliances. We are part of a top 100 alliance with Praetorian Guardians, and we are currently full right now, but we have quite a few other alliances, including Guardians of the Deep, where we are looking for 4 more members, and that is a very competitive alliance where wars and titans are mandatory. So if you are interested, like I said, in joining a different alliance, hit me up on the Line app. My contact information is in the description of the video, and that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy it or found it helpful, and if you did, hit that like button, make sure you're sub to my channel, and I'll catch you guys next time.